Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you real soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Hey family, how's everybody doing? Come right on in, you guys. This is going to be our 3 o'clock live. We're not going to come on at 3 o'clock. This is it. I do got a meeting today for work. That is not why we're coming on, though. We've got breaking news about the Cody Bixby case and what's going on. We've been waiting and waiting. You know, you guys, you can see it in the thumbnail as you came in. Get mad. She said, oh my gosh, can't believe. Ha! Yeah, you guys. I'm kind of stopped up. I'm not feeling too well, but I came on in and I'm kind of glad because, yes, like I said, I've got a meeting at my job. I'm getting a little frustrated. You know what I'm saying? Can't do nothing right, but ain't nobody going to answer the phone. Ain't nothing going to work right. Ain't got nothing to work with, but everybody always want to say something about what you're doing. Okay? If you're having one of those days or one of those weeks, guess what? You ain't by yourself. That's how life is. I tell you what, suck it up, buttercup, and get right on in there. Ain't got to say too much. Just let sometimes things happen. And you see what I'm saying? Just let it happen. And at the end, don't worry. Don't worry. I'm not going to worry. Give it to them. Let them have it. So for one thing, we're going to talk about the Cody Bixby case. I'm talking about something different, but it's parallel to what I'm saying. You guys not understanding. I said something last time we were talking, conversation, having a good time Monday, everybody was all goo and all happy. And they was like, yeah. But then I was talking, and I actually know I was talking to one of our mods. And you know, I said something, and I know it ticked a lot of people off. You can almost see stuff happening and coming and happening. That's why you go for it for anyway. People that don't go for stuff anyway, it can look like the end of the road. It can look like nothing's going to work, but you just keep in there. So I said to my sweet beloved, my, okay, everybody, you got to understand something. It's the law. You know what I'm saying? There's a law. There's a law that we all are under. We all, no matter what it looks like. And everybody gets due process. And in that law, you have to abide by it. Whether it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, you guys. So I know some people are gonna be like, yeah, but I don't care. And I'm mad. And where was his rights? And I'm trying to tell you, it doesn't matter. Everybody has rights. Okay? So Amina Matheny comes out the courthouse smiling like a chess cat, like, think, hey, what about this? We got bond. And there was two people, witnesses on Cory's side that said, hey, we'll take him home. Hey, we'll make sure he comes to every court case. That was his oldest daughter, and I'm pretty sure it was probably his wife. Okay, I wasn't there. I don't know who it was, but I guarantee, somebody even said something to me the other day. They was like, he got a, because I said, you know what? Because I said something to him. I can't remember who it was I was talking to, but we was talking about the Cody, Cory, and I said, I don't know. I mean, I feel, and I'm just telling you what I feel. This is not no fact or anything, but I'm just saying. I said, some people feel this way, some people feel that way. Cody do look just like Cory. I mean, he really do. I mean, I can't take that away from that child. He just really do. And I said, but knowing, raising a boy, and everybody's got boys, we know they make some dumb decisions, dumb mistakes, and things of that nature. But people coming up, he's taking care of other kids. He's that's what his sister said, his legendly so-called, we're gonna call her so-called sister. So-called, some call sister. And everybody's like, he's good and he would never hurt his kid, and this is just his family. You guys know they're gonna say that because guess what? He's family to them. He's the only family that he got, and he's got these kids, and some of the kids probably ain't even his. I'm just telling you guys. But what was Amina Matheny's whole job? Go in there and ask anyway. Go ask anyway. So somebody said, well, obviously, he doesn't have any murder charges against him because there is no bond on murder. What? What are you talking about? There's no bond on murder. People get bonded for murder all the time, but it's kind of weird. Usually they have a bond like, $1 million or whatever. I need you to call, but my phone is charging for a little bit, you guys, so hold on. Because I know that's my girl, Woke to God. She gonna school us on some stuff. And she was like, hold up, wait a minute, SP. Don't stop. This is not going to be a debate, you guys. I want you guys to know that right now. I'm not debating with nobody. Because hashtag over here, we don't care. I'm saying I know Woke the God's going to come in here and going to share some light with us. You can get mad about this whole situation. It's nothing to get mad about. Ain't nobody won nothing. Yeah, Cory probably do get to go home. He's got to wear this monitor, which is, cornbread. We know it ain't nothing. He's gonna stay at his daughter's house. They're gonna seal her name in her address because they don't want people to be bothering them, which is fine. We already know her name in her address. That we knew that a long time ago. You're late. But anyway, and it's no big deal. Ain't nobody gonna chase nobody down. You understand? Ain't nobody trying to chase nobody down. But I guarantee you, if you give a nut enough room, guess what? He'll crack. That's what they'll do. He'll crack. So anyway, when you have law, and I'm telling you, if anybody, just please put a 1 in the chat. Just remember, just Monday, I tried to say to comfort you guys, there's laws. Everybody has a right to a speedy trial. Everybody. And I know, even the ones I love, it's like, but SP, we cannot change the law, and you don't want to do that. You do not want to do that for no means necessary. If he's guilty, he's guilty. If he's not guilty, he won't be found guilty. But you know what I'm saying? I'm saying let the process take its position. Don't get all upset because he out on bond. They're talking about $80,000. I don't know if it's $80,000 cash or that's $80,000 and he's got to come up with 10%. I have no clue. They just like $80,000. And Amina Matheny was on there smiling like a chess cat, like she done won something. Girl, that's Kibbles. You know what? That's Kibbles. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this is a good way of looking at anything in life. Continue, and you never know what's going to happen. Why would she not? I try to explain to you guys. I said she's doing everything she's supposed to be doing. I wasn't giving her kudos. It's just true. See, sometimes we get in our emotional feelings and we want to say what everybody want to hear. I'm just being honest with you. And I can't do that. That's why there's only but 36 people in here. They don't want to hear the truth. They want to hear what tickles their ears. They want to hear what everybody say. Everybody get on the same sinking boat. Let's sink all together instead of knowing the truth. Giving people the kudos that they deserve. I want to know the truth. Hey, you know what? Let me explain something to you. Okay, let me give you a really good example because some people will sit here and they ain't gonna say nothing in the chat. You know why? Because they have been known that I will speak on it if you put it in the chat. I surely will. Because it's nonsense. I'm not gonna let you sit back and tell everybody a bald-faced lie because it looks good. I'm not gonna send you to some channel that's gonna cuss you out and call you names and everybody smiling and grinning, eating Cheetos and whatever. And you know what? It feels good. I'm gonna tell you, and I'm not saying I'm anything great, but why would I lie to you? You know what? I got a whole freaking day. I'm finna go to work in less than 1.5 hours, telling my husband, get his butt here, because I gotta go. Hey, this is SP. I'm doing good. How you doing, Latoya? He didn't get out on bond. He's granted bond, $80,000. This is all the charges wrapped in together. I was hoping that I heard it wrong. That's what I was saying. Heard what wrong? That he was out on bond. I didn't say he's. Hold on. I didn't say he's out. That's what I was saying. I hope you didn't say that because I was like, where he at? I mean, see, I ain't supposed to say that. No, he's working on it. He's been granted bond with some conditions, which is he's got to stay at his daughter's house. He's got a curfew. He's got to wear this monitor, and it's an $80,000 bond. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's $80,000 and what you call him? Country says it's cash, meaning he can't use the house or car or anything, but he has to come up with that money at end of today. Well, end of today. Well, I mean, he can. I don't know, and it's cash bond only. Well, there's a thing that nobody's guilty. He ain't went to court. He's got. Let me explain something to you. Everybody, it's a thing called the law that we're under. And if you go into court because somebody said this or somebody said that about you, you still right to bond, not to just be sitting in jail. This is what I just said last Monday. Just sitting in jail, just to be sitting there until everybody get the ducks in a row. Everybody know when they're going to do this, when they're going to do that. Everybody has a time for court. And you know what? Whether it's murder or not that they're charged with, because they're not convicted, they're only charged. Charge doesn't mean that you're guilty. Charge just means we believe, whether we got information, evidence, or whatever, but we do believe that you did this. Now, regardless what the circumstances is, whether it's a 4-year-old kid or a 2-month-old baby, everybody has a right. Everybody. And you don't want to take that away. You know what's so stupid? If you want to get mad about something, you want to know what's so stupid? Usually when somebody's indicted for murder, a bond be like $100,000. Huh? It'd be like $1 million. He's already indicted. What are you talking about? Honey, he's already indicted for murder. It looks better. It looks better when he comes to court. If he was out, he get nutrients in his body. He don't look all old. He's not wearing shackles. He can go and maneuver. And if this is his last chance for freedom, everybody want to get out. And everybody know it is easy to win a court case when you're out of jail than when you're in. Because, you got shackles on your feet and everything. You got, police all around you and everything. You even though they can bring some clothes, they all wrinkled in it. You know what I'm saying? And then guess what? This might be your last chance for freedom. So wouldn't you want to get out? Yes, more than I do. I would want to get out if it was my. I would want to get out. I would want my. If my kid was facing this, and I'm just saying my kid was facing it, if I believe he didn't do it, yeah, I would be like, okay, $80,000. Well, what? Matheny might take her own money and get this boy out. You know what I'm saying? She gonna say, come on, family, come up with us this money. We got to come up with this money. And they don't have to the end of the day, you guys, not the end of the day. I think what Country was saying is they're trying to get it by the end of today. But they got time to get the money together. I mean, if they don't get the money together until next week, that's what it'll be. Mm-hmm. And we just gotta accept it and deal with it. And you gotta accept and deal with it. When they put the rules down, that's what it is. And exactly, Cheryl C. We do not want a mistrial. We don't. We want it to get what they need to get. But
4-year-old missing in Memphis with a colostomy bag. I was over there. And when it happened, man, it's like, well, they just killing these kids.
Yep.
And it's crazy. It's all the same. The parent reported a missing. They said the folks that ain't seen her in 2 months. And they said she just came up missing, a 4-year-old. I think she's 4. She had a colostomy bag. She was born premature. And they said they found them in the garbage bag, in the dumpster. You know, you can go back and find it. You know, you like to get the proof. You can go back and find this and this. You have to look up the story and everything.
I know what story you're talking about.
It just happened. They said they found the baby in the dumpster. Parents gonna report. It's like people just getting sick of these sick kids and killing them. Instead of giving them up, put them in a home.
Right.
So I got special needs kids. I'm finna give up 2 of mine. Mine's 18 and 19. That's why I can tell y'all the truth. I got an artistic daughter that's 18, gonna be 19, and she and Pampers can't do nothing. And the son handicapped, and he doing all type of stuff to the neighbor kids and everything. I'm finna get them up and put them in homes, and it's hurting me. But I know I can't do it. So if you can't do it, I'm telling every parent you can't do it. Listen to me. Give them up, cause I'm finna give mine up. And I cry every day because this is going to hurt me to do this. But I can't hear the neighbors coming to me. I let them go out the door and he messing with their kids and stuff. I can't do that. I got to go use the bathroom and stuff. He just stuck out the house over there. That's the neighbor kids. And they trying to do stuff to them. I can't take that. So you got to get your babies up. See, this baby, I feel like they couldn't take this baby. They said this baby had a bag on. They had to feed her through a tube. And I believe they got tired of this baby and got ripped out. Honest to God, I believe the parents killed this baby too.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm gonna tell you something. I take care of a kid. He's 5. Ever since he's been born, he's been eating out of a bag. It's to be honest with you, it's just G2. Okay, it's not really a big deal. It's just, you know, matter of fact, it's easier than taking care of a kid. You ain't got to clean up a mess. You know exactly what they're gonna eat. They're gonna eat that formula. That's it. That's it. Just pour it down the tube. It goes in their belly. You clamp it. Call it a good day. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, picture you on crack.
Huh? Yeah.
Picture you on crack, taking care of a baby with a bag on. You got to feed and picture you on crack. That's what you got to think about. Ain't no regular parent that's ain't doing no drugs. Don't do no stuff like that. When you do something like that, you can't. You a child like that. My kids don't have no colostomy bag. My kids going through here doing ruckus and doing all type of stuff to things in the house and other people hitting them, doing all type of stuff, attacking them. It's different. And if I could just give them a bag and they just lay there, that's different. They ain't doing nothing. So it's different.
Well, I'm not speaking like you're doing something wrong, like giving.
I know you know. I want
giving.
your advice. That's why I'm telling you exactly what I'm saying.
Because
I want your advice.
if you feel like you need to give your kids to someone that can take care of them and put them in a better situation, that especially what's going on, you know what's best for your child. You know, because it's going to get worse if you cannot contain what's going on. If you need more help, you trying to get help. That is exactly what you're supposed to do, what you're doing. Yeah, that's what you do. You get more help. You get more help or you get more money to get help.
Yeah, I did. They run them away. They beat them up.
You get more help. If
Nobody come and help me no more.
What I'm saying is, if it's okay, so the one that sneaks out, maybe okay, let me explain something to you. And not because I'm just in the psychology class, and I am an A student, I'm just being honest with you, but this is not my first rodeo either when it comes to psychology. That's why I run through it and I can work at jobs and I'm just, and everybody else is behind, and I'm going past, and I'm almost done with everything. I'm writing my thesis right now. That's all I'm gonna do. I turn my stuff in. I don't even try no more. I just, there's no reason. But what I'm saying to you is, here's the thing. When a child, and this is why everybody needs to take classes as much as they can. When a child at the age of 12, it's really, they're set. Yours is 20, but what I'm saying is when a child it's 12 years old, it's almost, you can't turn that around for some, it's just, that's scientific. Now, when you're talking biblical or religious or whatever, or spiritual, that's a whole different ballgame. But I'm talking about scientific. We're talking about world, physical world. It is very hard if you don't have the support, you don't have the money to turn whatever done happened to that child around. It takes a whole lot. It takes a village. If you don't have a village behind you, you don't have the support behind you, you're going to have to get him some help. And getting him help or whatever is not just staying with you and waiting till things happen. I understand that. You know, you make the right decision. You know what you need.
Yes.
But on the other child, you ask for more money. You keep going to them and ask them for more money because what they've already done to your children when they had them, right? You didn't do this. You know what I'm saying? The system done this. So now you've got, you know, you might have your children, but they're messed up. So what I'm saying is you go and ask for more help and more help and more help and more help. Yeah. And sometimes you can put the older one that's now is just so messed up, they might have to be hospitalized.
They do. I can hospitalize me because I tried to kill me because I wouldn't let him rape the Caucasian man $3, like 7 to 6 and 5, and he was in there.
Right.
And I saw him and called the police, and they took him for 2 weeks and brought him back home to me.
Yeah, they do that. Oh yeah, and you'd be like, what can I do?
Yeah,
I'm trying to get him some help, and I'm gonna tell you something. The best help you can get him is maybe some hospital. You know, something that's.
I did. Everything was said. They keep bringing him back to me. I said, what y'all gonna do when I kill him? So I'm making a police report out. The police down there to the police report. I got the ambulance. They say keep making a report. That's all they keep telling me.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do.
That's what I've been doing.
$80,000 is his bond. Diane. Yeah.
You don't need to get out.
Well, everybody has a right. And we can't get mad about that. Hold on. He's charged with killing the child. No, he's charged with killing. Okay. But okay. But what I'm saying is, it's for all charges, Miss D. $80,000 for all charges. So what I'm saying is, even though, see, when we start getting in our feelings, we because it sounds great. It sounds right. And it does sound right. And you could be, yeah, but feelings don't have nothing to do with the law.
You're right.
Feelings don't not have nothing to do with the law. Everybody has a right to due process. No, we don't. Well, we don't know. I mean, see, you keep saying you keep saying we know, and then you says I don't believe. Do you know? Do you really know? Okay, that's the truth. See, you just said the truth. You don't know. You wasn't in the bed with her or him. You don't know. You don't know the genes he carried. You don't know the DNA he carried. You don't know. Have you even seen this child before? In person? No, that's the charges that you've been hearing. That's the charges. See, you guys get in your feelings. He's only allegedly charged with the death, allegedly charged with all this abuse. That is what they're saying. And we do get in our feelings.
I'm just mad as a mother. You are so right. You are totally right. Stop keeping your feelings as a mother.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm mad. I want to go find him and fight him and the baby mama. I'm just being honest.
Yeah, but you know how many people got out on bond and they still ended up in jail. They just do. And I seen Amina on there, and she's smiling like the chess cat. It makes you mad. Yeah.
As a mother, I want to hit her. I do. See, I can't lie. I want to hit her. I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why you on there laughing at your baby missing? You don't know where he is. Come on, let's fight. See, I'm saying, like you said, I got to control myself, and you're so right.
Right. Right. I got phone calls coming in. I'm gonna answer some more calls. Is there anything else you want to share with us, sweetheart?
That's it. I love you. Thank you for taking my call.
You know I love you, and I wish you would have called in last Friday. I mean,
my phone went dead. They were shooting. They were looking for their baby, their 4-year-old. They found them. My phone jumped in the water. I ran in the store. I dropped my phone in the water. My face was black. I didn't care. I couldn't. Man, I had to go back and get my phone out the water. They were shooting. Right. Then PTs from Memphis was shot too in the north where I was at.
yeah.
I called my food in from West Memphis. I called in to go pick it up like the DoorDash. That's what I did, man. They went to shooting and my car wouldn't go. It wouldn't speed up. I was in my daughter's truck. It would go. I had to call the tow truck. I had to ride back to West Memphis on the back of a tow truck and hide down because with nobody from Memphis, the tow truck, big company come and get me. A man came and got me with a truck smaller than the truck he had to tow. I got away from that. I was out in the back of the truck on the ground. I got away from that. My phone, face, work. I didn't care. They were shooting.
Yeah.
That's what happened. That I would have called it.
It's okay. So this is gonna be a hard, 30 days for us.
You gonna do a story on the 4-year-old from Memphis too?
That's what I was gonna come on and talk about, and then my job said we got a meeting. So I said, well, I'm gonna forget it all. But yeah, I do want to talk about that case, and I think we're gonna start on it Friday.
And the baby premature with a bag made the feeding to a feeding too.
Yeah.
I do know.
Yeah. Send me anything. Yeah, send me everything that you got so we can get caught up on Friday.
They said she was missing at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And other people said they ain't seen that too much.
Yeah.
So I know you're going to do a story on that. I can't wait till that story come up.
Yeah, we'll start on it Friday on the 23rd.
Okay.
All right.
Okay,
Bye-bye. I know you guys are calling. Call on in. We do not have long. And I know there's 2 mods calling in. We got Woke to God calling in, and then we got Tina calling in. It's just hard for me to talk when there's somebody else is on the phone. I stopped. I don't know if you guys understand why I stopped putting 2 people on the phone, because one is sitting there and I feel some kind of way. So, hey, this is SP. Hey, what's going on?
Not much. So, as soon as you said that, I went to Virginia law, and this is what it says. It says in Virginia, in most cases, there's a statutory presumption that a person accused of a crime should be released from jail pending his trial unless certain exemptions apply. For example, bail is not generally allowed when a person is charged with murder, rape, kidnapping, and certain drug crimes in the state of Virginia.
Okay.
So I'm kind of lost. They just indicted him on a murder charge while he was eligible for bail.
All I heard was the indictment.
And does the indictment say murder?
Yeah. Murder and concealment. Murder, transportation, and transporting and concealing, uh, uh, you know, a dead person.
So then they didn't have to give him a bond. They chose to give him a bond.
Exactly. But they chose to give him a bond because, see, I know they have a thing where they have to share the evidence and stuff. Maybe the prosecutor don't want to share everything they have right now. And you know what I'm saying? And I don't know. And if they have enough evidence or is circumstantial evidence or whatever. But they gave him a bond. And people are upset and they frustrated. And Amina, and I know when somebody's looking at you smiling, I got some stuff going on right now. People looking at me smiling. You know what? Hashtag over here. I don't freaking care. You know what I do? I suck it up. I look at them. I ain't even gonna say nothing. I'm not even gonna say nothing to these people that's smiling in my face. Because at the end of the day, when it's all done and said, if you stand on the truth, it'll be the truth. If you want to sit there and argue about it, then and get emotional in feelings or something, we'll be sitting here all day because we're not going to be in agreement. Because everybody has a right to a trial, a speedy trial. If the judge say that he get bond, he get bond. That doesn't mean that he's not guilty. It just means that is the road that they're taking. One attorney showed something or said something, or it doesn't mean that they don't have the evidence. It just means that slow as they've been going, and it's been going slow, you just can't keep somebody in confinement and not give them a court time and date and everything. But at the end of the day, if the courts don't get them, I guarantee you, life will.
Yeah, life will probably get him because even at $80,000, that's not even in the range limit of what they normally set for. Like in the cases that bail is set in murder, they usually start, according to Google, at 250,000 and up in the state of Virginia.
You know.
So they only gave him an $8,000 bond. So either they don't feel that the evidence will, stand on our side, or like you said, maybe there is evidence that they don't feel they want to turn over. And so that's why his bond is so low.
And then I'm gonna tell you something. And these little things that people think don't mean nothing mean something. When you have YouTube channels, TikTok and Facebook and all this other stuff, but nobody's speaking on it but one or two channels, this child is not getting the coverage. When people think that it doesn't mean nothing to you, it definitely don't mean nothing to them. It's just on the docket. But when you have people watching and looking, they're going to do the right thing. They're going to try to do the right thing when you're watching. That's just like if somebody went to the hospital. You don't go visit them, they're going to treat them however they want. Everybody thinking, oh, we're feeding them. We're giving them something to eat. We're giving them medication. When? Whenever they got ready or when. And, dinner time is 6 o'clock. They may not get dinner until 10, 12, 11 o'clock. They sleep. Oh, they refuse. You got to share this information. You got to allow other people. That's why when people have something on their channel that's totally different than what, I don't say nothing about the channel, because even speaking on it is giving everybody, something to think about, putting that child's name out there. So Are we a little bit guilty too? Because we don't want to share. We don't want to share because SP gets, 100 people in here. We don't want to share. We don't want to help. You ain't helping me. I don't get nothing for this. I'm going to my job. I get absolutely nothing. Yes, you do. No, I do not. No, I do not. Period. What, a 15 cents commercial? Maybe. Yeah.
Also, the news station in Hammond, Virginia, is reporting that Cory also faces dozens of child neglect charges that are not related to Cody's disappearance.
Yeah, that's the other 30 charges.
And Brian says that those charges will be tried separately from the murder charges.
Okay.
So that would mean, my understanding of how I read this is that the bond that was just set is for the new indictment.
No.
But even if they make that, the way I'm reading it.
I know, but you know what I read? And I was trying to look for that before I came on, even though I was trying to hurry up and get on. But the news said the $80,000 bond is for all charges. And I couldn't even understand. I couldn't even wrap that through my head, to be honest with you. I can't tell you how they got the charges that had no bond on them already wrapped up all together. But nevertheless, that's what the news said. It's all charges. Yeah. And Amina Matheny said, well, they didn't have no evidence. And they don't have no evidence, and they don't have no body. And I didn't ask for a bond earlier. So I believe the judge did the right thing, because how are you going to have a bond when there's no body and there's no evidence? And that's what she said. She was like, basically what she's saying is, if I would have went to court before the first attorney, this would have never happened. And we don't know if it would have or not, but she acting like she's this hero because she got a bond. But she's just doing her job, really. You know what I'm saying?
That's what she's paid to do.
And I keep telling people, I know people don't want to say something good about the young lady, but I said, she's not no scientist. She's not, but she's going in there 100%, no matter how crazy it looks or sound. She's asking for everything that she's supposed to.
Right.
We don't have to like her. She's doing her job.
Right.
Do I think she's doing a good job? No, but I said, if nobody in the world believes you, you got an attorney that, you know what, she'll probably sell her house or put the money up for him. She probably will. She probably will. Because she wants to win this case. But she, right now, the whole family is loving on her. And today Wednesday, everybody mad. I'm not mad. I couldn't believe what I heard. But I ain't mad. You know what I'm saying? I could see this coming. Because she kept, I tell anybody, it's just like, me going to school. I'm working for something. I don't see it right now. But if I keep on nicking at the little classes and stuff, next thing I know, boom, guess what? I made a change. And so therefore, make change, there's going to have to be a change. That means sooner or later, I'm going to be eligible for the program, and boom. I don't know, we'll just cross that bridge when we get to it. But I'm going to do something. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, you're not going to get bond. Oh, you're never going to get out of jail. Oh, that's just going to make me mad later on when you do. Or if you do, try for it. But he's got an attorney She's not a bulldog or nothing of that nature. She's just consistent. And that goes a long ways. And I told you guys before, you don't have to like her. I don't know her to like her, dislike her, or anything. I'm not talking about her physical appearance. I'm not talking about what she talks, the way she presents her thing, or whatever. I'm just saying. I said this how many times? She's doing her job. She's doing her job, and people get mad about that. I don't see what I don't see we are Cody's voice in the building. She might be at work, but I mean she sent me some information and other people has too. But yeah, it'll be all right, won't it?
It's gotta be.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
I'm gonna go down so whoever else needed to call you can call.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was my sis on the phone, you guys. Woke the God. Zan was in the building. And yeah, we're trying to wrap our heads around all of this. I know people's going to be waiting for us to come on at 3. At 3 o'clock, I'll be in a meeting. Matter of fact, in 30 minutes, I'm getting up and I'm going to move on out of here. And yes, continue life. $80,000 is a lot of money to try to come up with. Are they going to come up with it? Yep, they probably will. If you got 4, 5, 6, 7 people working on it, you got his wife, because she ain't the ex-wife, she's the wife. Then you got the sister. Then you got the auntie. Then you got the great aunt. And then you got the daughter. And then Cory been continuing getting money. So if they sold the house, they probably got the down payment back. And plus, he's been getting maybe what, $3,000 a month since he's been in lockdown in confinement to the jail. So he's been in there, what, a year and a half now. So you're looking at, I'm just doing some math in my head real quick. Somebody times 3,000 times 18 months. 3,000 times 18 months. 18 is 36. So probably about $30,000-$40,000 saved up. Let me do this real quick, because maybe I'm off. Maybe I'm off. Nobody's not gonna do my math. So he gets 3,000 times 18, $54,000. $54,000, $3,000, 18 months. That's about 54,000. Okay. Yeah, 18 and 18 is 36, but I did it wrong. I should have did the $3,000 times 18 months. And probably a little bit more than that. And then, like I said, that's 54. And remember, somebody put up $10,000 and told somebody else if they put up 10,000, somebody else put up the other 10, or they had 5 and somebody wanted us to do this and do that. Man, you know what? But they will not. They'll come up. Here's what you need to look at if you really want to get mad about something. Now, looking for Cody, they said, you know what? They got $10,000 reward or whatever, but they'll come up with $80,000 to get Cory out. Ain't that something? They wouldn't come up with $80,000 to find this child. Ain't that something? See, that's what I always tell you guys to look. You look at the glass. Is it half full or is it half empty? That's what if you want to get mad about something, get mad about that. Because that's where you show, that's when people be saying, we love the baby, but this and but that. you don't love that baby more than you love that big grown man. That's what you get mad about. Okay? I'm just being honest with you. Papa! He ran on out of here. He went and got his haircut and ran on out of here. You guys, I got to go deal with these nuts. Sometimes I know I'm never supposed to say fool. But I'm gonna say it today. That's what I gotta go deal with. And I'm gonna sit back. This is what I'm gonna tell y'all to do. Okay? When stuff like this happen, I'm gonna sit back and you just let the things happen. Because things are gonna happen, you know? And we don't know. We want to say, but he did this, he did that. No, he's charged with this. He's charged with that. All right. I know my girl Tina called, and before I get off of here, because when I'm on the phone with one person, I will not answer right now because this is just stressful. It's stressful. And we got about 10, 20. Hey, what's going on, sister?
Girl,
Yeah.
mm-mm. Girl. Cory got a bond.
We're live right now.
Okay. Cory got a bond, yo.
We know. We're not coming on at 3, but what's up? We know he got a bond.
Well,
We've been on for a whole hour.
I don't know. My emotions are just like way through the roof right now. So much is going on with me right now. But anyway, I don't know how y'all feel about it.
Well, I mean, we already spoke about this though, Miss Tina. Remember I told you everybody has a right to due process. And if the judge gave him a bond, the judge gave him a bond. And you can't just hold somebody in jail and they ain't went to court and you're just holding them, you're just holding them and all this other stuff, you know?
Right.
And nobody's guilty of anything because nobody's been tried, nobody's been to court. So it's just, he has a right. He has a right for an attorney. He has a right to ask for a bond, and he got a bond.
Right.
That doesn't mean anything. We're not going to be in our feelings about this. We're not going to speak about feelings when that doesn't change the law.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Hey, P.S. I am trying to find a pen to write your stuff down for your $11. Let me write it down. P.S. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you. So no, we're not happy about this, but it's not over. Everybody want to. Oh, this is terrible. It No, it's not good, but it's not the end. See, when you have people that you gotta show them something, and it's gotta be this way, and soon as the tire go flat, oh my God, the car's no good now. We gotta go get a new car. No, we don't. You just gotta fix what it is, and the judge got a job to do. Mina Matheny, she's doing her job. It doesn't mean he's got a better chance, but that doesn't mean nothing. It all depends on what they have in court, what evidence they have. You know what I mean? Mhm.
So what is his next court date? Does anybody know?
Nope, we don't know. I called Nancy. She didn't answer the phone. But last time we were talking, I tried to explain this to you guys before it happened.
I know.
You know.
I knew. I seen it coming. The deer in the headlights.
That I tried to tell you, sweetheart. Didn't I tell you?
I know.
I said,
I know.
Tina, I said, Tina, baby girl, everybody has rights. And I do remember you saying, what about Cody's rights? I said, look, everybody has rights. You cannot get emotionally involved in these cases like that because there's rights and you can't violate somebody's rights. Well, what about, yeah, I get what you're saying, but he's not went to trial, being convicted or anything. So they have a right to a trial, a speedy trial. They have a right to a bond if they can't prove or show from the evidence or whatever. The bond can be, there's people that done killed 6, 7 people. They still get a bond. You know what I'm saying? It might. I can't understand how it's only but 80,000. You know what I mean? But it's all about the money when it comes to court. They don't look at all that other stuff.
I'm going to share with you what I told my. Okay, when I say Papa, I don't mean ST's Papa. I meant my Papa. Okay, I'm going to share with you what I told my Papa. What I told my Papa is that the white folks ain't gonna be too excited about this, But on the other hand, it's not their baby. You understand what I'm saying? I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be nice. You understand where I'm going, ST?
Mm-hmm. Well, here's the thing, and this is what we know this to be true when it comes to a black child and a white child coming up missing. When we look at the cases, they are treated and handled differently.
Exactly.
They are.
They are.
But we do serve a good God. So when we come around with our face all down and you got to remember certain things. The world is not a roundabout. The word and the spirit and God and all that, it's a law, and we have to abide by the law. But at the end of the day, God is over the law, over the Sabbath, and all of that. So I don't lose faith. People that lose faith really quick, did they really even have it? Because if you have something in your hand or in your heart, how do you get lost in the sauce just because of what you see? That's the physical. That's the world. I don't get lost. Okay, let me share some of the stories with you, one or something or whatever, because I always go back and look at Bible stories. That's why they're there. They're the answers to when you're going through this world. You look at it and quit looking at the cup being half empty. Stop looking at the cup being half empty. You look at that cup and it's got half water in there. That cup is half full. When you go on to a trip and the trip is like 50 miles away and you done drove 25 miles, are you barely there or are you halfway there? Quit looking at it like, oh man, we still got on, we got 25 more to go. I look at, yes, we're halfway there. So it's all about the process. It's still the whole process got to take place. And regardless, just like when the three boys, what are they? The Meshach and Abednego and all of them was put in jail. What happened? What happened? You know what I'm saying? Like, they have to let him go. What about the young man that was thrown in the lion's den? Was that Daniel or whatever his name is? What happened? The lion couldn't even touch him, but he's thrown in there. Matter of fact, let me tell you something. It looked terrible, didn't it? I bet you when they put him in there, they was like, oh yeah, the lion gonna tear him up. And they come back, they was like, matter of fact, the people that throwed him in there, they got burnt up too, because they were so close to the fire. But when the king went and looked, the king said, I seen another man in there. And guess what? He was walking around. Yeah, the Hebrew boy. Thank you, Lisa. The Hebrew boy. But the king said, I seen another one in there walking. Them lions didn't touch him. So we get all tangled up in this physical world, and God is a spirit. Okay? All right. I need people to hear what I just said because I'm finna get off of here. I got to take me a shower. God is spirit. And so there's no evidence. So that's where you have faith. Keep the faith. Quit walking around here with ash on your face like, oh, we done lost. You ain't lost nothing. You know, they were celebrating when they killed Jesus. You know that? Did you not know? They were celebrating. They was partying. They was having a good time. They could have let go Barabbas, but they didn't let go the murderer. I mean, they let the murderer go. That's the law, right? When we talked about the law, we always talk about the law. But one thing about godly people, and I just don't say Christian because sometimes people don't call themselves Christians or whatever, or, whatever. I'm not a religious person. I just love the Lord. But at the same time, they were celebrating that they were crucifying the son, but they didn't know. Some of them did know. The king knew. Matter of fact, the king said, I don't want to have nothing to do with it because his wife told him. His wife said, don't do that. See what I'm saying? Sometimes people already know. But what I'm saying to you is when they were celebrating Jesus, when they stuck him and all that water and stuff came out, the sun went down. And then the people was like, oh, what did we do? You know what I'm saying? They was like, what's going on? And it was dark. All of a sudden, it was dark. And the ones that really did not know, because some people, they believe what they want to believe. People, they cling together just because they want to be right. What I'm saying when I say be right is like Amina Matheny. She's smiling and grinning right now. She's smiling and grinning, okay? Because she thinks she won something. I believe, without a doubt, I do believe he'll go to court and he's going to do time. Now, what kind of time he going to get, I don't know. But I do believe we do serve a good God. And the people that's working, we got to pray for them. Quit sitting over here crying and getting mad and sad. Pray for them. Don't be sitting there just sit back and watch. Put them in your prayer. Because guess what? That's the only thing we have, really. And we don't need anything else. Because God said, if he be for you, then, it ain't nothing, the whole world against you. That ain't nothing that ain't nothing. That is nothing. Nothing. I'm serious. Nothing. Because only thing, the God that we serve, he's powerful. And then that's what we don't understand. We don't understand how powerful our God is. Because we want something to be done. We want him to be found guilty. We want him to stay in jail. We want this. Hey, God has to say so. And whatever God say, that's what it'll be. Now, let me tell you something. And God tells you, just like every last one of us is whatever, whoever is in his hand, can't nothing pluck them out. So, however it be, there's some people that get let out for murder that did something, but they don't live a good life. Or, they end up dead themselves or whatever happened. It's horrible. We don't get to see it, but that's the way it is. You know what I'm saying? So, we had a young lady just called in and she's in her feelings. And I was trying to tell her. She was like, but he did it. We know it. No, he's been charged. is alleged. And that's why we say that, because it's not no fact that we know. We was not there. We don't even know if Cody is his child, even though he looks like him. I mean, but we don't know. There's no, unless God told you himself, we do not know. And I'm not straddling the fence. I believe God's going to step in and everything is going to, and everybody want to celebrate. But even though that, like some people, a tree is planted and the tree is in the way of this and the tree in the way of that. Some people gonna like it, some people not gonna like it, but the birds like it. And then when somebody need rest and they need shade, they like it. And then the caterpillars and all of them, they like it. You know what I'm saying? And then people want to build houses, they like it. But there's gonna be some people that like, whatever the decision is, and some people not gonna like whatever the decision is. But I guarantee you, at the end of the day, what God already told us, this is what I tell everybody, and I'm gonna get off here. When if all things, and this is just scripture, all things is made by him, for him, and at the end of every prayer, we should always say, because that's the way they wanted us to pray, that's in the word, let his will be done. His will be done. That's it. I don't worry about nothing else. Okay. You guys, I'm going to get off of here. Put your head up. Quit looking all mad. Get all that smut and stuff off your face like you done went through a whole thing. It ain't over. It is not over. God will prevail. Like, share, subscribe.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you, and I think you'll have to listen, because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day.
We won't stop. We will not stop.
Sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so right. It's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart. Doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me this time. Baby, now
See this? Now you cannot go.
Baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me it's right.
Neighbors and the
When you
community
came to me,
compelled
who
to
are
scour
you?
the area.
It's you, yeah, boy.
Where does the fault lie on you?
Say it, yo.